don't know how long I can be live for or doing what. I tell you what, we'll do a drop just because that didn't sound like a good start. Yeah, that's how we start this now. Yeah, I'm just out here. I thought I'd draft a baseball team just because it's been a minute since I did, and I got nothing else to do right now. I reached the stopping point with my research earlier this morning, so I kind of left it there. Although I am still trying to narrow down a list of wide receivers to target. I don't know which way I want to take that article yet. But yeah, if you got any questions, comments, if you want to call me a name, well, whatever it is people do on live streams these days, just let me know. Hit me up. Outside of that, I guess a puppy is the thing. It's fast draft, which sounds cool. And I'm going to be doing that. So also going to go find some music. All right. How y'all doing? Puppy, it's I can't even remember the scoring settings. These things I've only drafted one team before, but it's not super flex. I know that. Kind of want to focus CD Lamb in this draft. I was just looking across my leagues. I don't have nearly enough CD Lamb. Keenan Allen's just going to end his career as a value, isn't he? That's just going to be it. Every year. Really digging the Nirvana playlist lately, if it matters to anyone. Surely inspired by Scott Fishbowl. I see Twitter's in a tiff today. That's fun. Apparently. Oh, looks like we're filled. Oh, I got one more person. Hey, Kevin, how you doing? In a rookie draft, how do I value these players? Terrence Marshall, Elijah Moore, Rondo Moore, Michael Carter. Rondo Moore and Elijah Moore are kind of equal to me right now. I focus Elijah Moore. I'm having a hard time getting a hold of him. Let me see. I think I got ranks here somewhere just to check that I don't screw myself over. Right now I'm Rondo Moore than Elijah Moore. Michael Carter, Terrence Marshall off the top of my head. They're not overall ranks, damn it. Yeah, Rondo Moore. I actually have Elijah Moore, Rondo Moore on the rookie board. I kind of buy Elijah Moore getting a bigger role earlier. But personal preference, it's more Elijah than Rondo. I don't have much interest, if any, in Terrence Marshall. Sorry. What pick did I get? Where are we? 2.04. Means I'm 2-8, right? 1-8. Yeah, I got the 9th pick. All right, let's go. I'll not tell you about Terrence Marshall, man. If it happens, it's not going to happen for me. Michael Carter, I have him as a running back with a decent portfolio. I don't see anything spectacular there. He's like a top 24 running back, could get early opportunity if the right things happen, and I don't think Terrence Marshall happens. So. Thanks for the question, though. Beat sitting here talking to myself. All right, well, we're coming up. It's pretty standard draft so far for something that requires such a unique roster construction. Christian McCaffrey, or Maffrey, whatever. Dalvin Cook, Derrick Henry, Alvin Kamara. I'm on the clock. Travis Kelce. Barkley went. Well, now I'm screwed. I'm going to take Jonathan Taylor. I was tempted with Calvin Ridley there, but I think he falls for me. Stephon Diggs goes. Yeah, Terrence Marshall, it's been so long since I had that argument. I can't remember the things they say. Oh, Austin Eckler did go. Fair enough. Stephon Diggs, Cam Akers, Austin Eckler. All right. New ADP to me. Second round pick in a rookie draft, I might take a swing. But I'd mostly draft running backs over him because I don't believe in the profile. I don't think I have a lot either, to be honest with you. Those running back ADPs have been elevated across the board. What is it? Dynasty Planet? I think I've got him in some best balls or mocks here or there. Calvin Ridley went? Really? Okay, you're going to doing mean things to me here. I'm just going to take DeAndre Hopkins. I'd have to check to see how much Carter I've got. Let's take FF eliminated drafts. I guess we'll include redraft stuff. Why not? Rookie mock, that doesn't count. Devontae Adams, Aaron Jones went next. Aaron Jones is a strong pick there. Michael Carter, I have absolutely none of by the look at. Yeah, it's him and who is it? Trey Sermon being pushed to the end of the first round. With the wide receivers falling, I just haven't ended up with a lot of those picks. I don't see a Antonio Gibson potential in any of them, put it that way. And that's coming for someone who's generally low on Antonio Gibson. I'll tell you. AJ Brown went, really? Goddamn. Why will no one be scared of Julio? You know? Just a little bit scared. Okay, running backs. CeeDee Lamb's still here. So is Terry McLaurin. Interesting. I was kind of hoping Darren Waller fell there, just where it's such a unique lineup. Kind of a competition. I have a lot of Yeboah, man. for someone who doesn't draft rookie tight ends. No one else wants him, I don't think. Keenan Allen, Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Okay, so the puppy's a little sharper than I'm used to. Not that I'm used to any of it. Just getting into best ball, really, this season. I've started DeAndre Hopkins and Jonathan Taylor, DeAndre Hopkins. So. Michael Thomas went, that's sharp. It's still third round for Michael Thomas. There's a harsh ADP. Well, that's not an ADP, it's just a DP, I guess. Tim McClellan, good pick. Justin Jefferson. Would you stop it? Get off my draft board. God damn. It's hard to get out of the dynasty mindset when looking at wide receivers. Know what I mean? Like, ooh, T. Higgins is there. Judy. Okay, CeeDee Lamb went just before me too. Okay, people. I see how it is. Do I have a quick turnaround here or do? Amari Cooper went? Well, you're all pretty hateful, but all right. Taking DJ Moore. I know I'm looking for top 12 upside. I don't entirely believe that, but it's definitely potential. I like DJ Moore a lot. And I think some others are going to come around. Hey, buddy. Hey, Boots Fantasy. Higgins is perfect, and I'll... nothing that says otherwise. You'll hear nothing that says otherwise. Yeah, I like him. I don't know how to weight in injury concern, but that's the only thing I've heard negative about him. Didn't have quite a good a season as Ayuk, but I actually kind of like that. It's pushing him down too far. I think Cincinnati as a whole, I don't know, man. If I knew more about O-lines, I'd get more convinced of it. But Cincinnati's got upside that is underrated. Tyler Lockett, Cooper Kupp. Who you got? Anyone got a preference? Well, I'm on the clock. Lockett probably. Yeah, I agree. I'm going to go get myself some Tyler Lockett. I really like the argument for Cooper Kupp. He's a volume guy. Lockett's more efficiency. But it's not that kind of league. Well, I'm not in that kind of mood, I guess. I got Hopkins, DJ Moore, Tyler Lockett, Jonathan Taylor. No, I'm not practicing hero RB, just drafting the best player I think's on the board. It's a very low-key draft. Los Angeles Rams defense is too good despite the upgrade at QB. You think the defense keeps the scoring down on the team? I don't know. I think they can be good. And I think Kupp's a volume guy there is the thing. Like, it doesn't matter. Pass the ball 400 times or 300 times, I think Cooper Kupp gets 120, 125 targets. Actually, I think I have him higher than that. And I'm not so sure Robert Woods keeps this up. Of the two, do I have... no, I don't have that open. Hang on. You got me interested now. targets. Yeah, I have Cup at 140 targets, so I kind of like the upside there. You could be right. The defense might limit scoring more than I'm currently expecting. I think it's like a 50-50 shot. I wouldn't lock it over Cup. If there's a 50-50 shot, I don't mind leaning on something like that. Plus, I have a Seahawks player in best ball than anywhere else. It's the one place you're allowed to say I like him in best ball. Kenny Golladay just falls, didn't he? Everett vacated sometime. Get out of here with that stuff, man. Vacated. I know, fifth round, there are still some of my highest upside tight ends on the board. Seems weird if everyone's focusing tight ends so hard at the top 2 or 3 when we really don't know who the top 2 are. Not anymore. It's Kelsey and probably Waller. How many tight ends have they taken so far? Where's Yeah, they already took Kittle. And then the other one's just 4, huh? I don't know. It's probably fair. Kenny Golladay went. Shit. Who we got? Yeah, I think I'm just going to take Travis Etienne. Yeah. Which means we're moving on to running backs again. I'll move Mike Davis up here. Well, there goes Mike Davis. Well, shoot. Well, at least I'm getting the ADP just about right. If you're getting sniped, that means you're valuing players about the right amount, right? That's what I'm taking it from it. Hey, Boots. I'm just drafting as it comes. I'm not playing a strong strategy or anything. Hang on a second. I'm just trying to get a sense of ADP. I probably have to take Gaskin here if I want him. So I'll take him. I have done a lot of research into roster construction and best ball stuff in previous years. I'm not a big best ball player. I want to be. I'm starting to get more involved in it. I think it would be a way for me to maybe make some money. Who knows? But also just have fun and keep up with ADP, sharp ADP a little bit more. Really been concentrating on Dynasty for so long. There's more edges when you're looking for max ceilings all the time. But I probably need a refresher. It's been too long since I've been playing more redrafts, so I think it might sharpen me back up. Pretty much all of your shark gets taken over when you start making content, especially much of it for free as me. You just end up saying everything instead of utilizing anything. Worried to become a little dull on the edge front. Or maybe I just like the idea of making some money. I'm not going to make any money in the puppy, but presumably it's a invested crowd. So I'm trying it. As far as roster construction goes, most of it stuff I've done is read players who are much more high stakes and best ball players than me. Like I really like TJ Hernandez stuff. Everyone knows Sean Siegel, but he's getting harder and harder to find where I mostly live on Twitter, and he's quit Twitter. Rightly so. Where am I? I found some of the stuff TJ was posting about, numbers of players by each position in best ball winning lineups interesting. So more wide receivers than you'd expect if zero RB hits so hard. This is just, I felt like doing something fun for a minute. My daughter's birthday's tomorrow, so we're going to go out and get some things for then. I'm not going to make it because I'm going to be working. So tonight's the night I get to join in, as it were. But also, I don't like the idea of a week going by without some sort of live stream. If it's just for the 9, now 6, now 7 of us, just to keep up the schedule. I've got to do a video tomorrow about what I learned this week, so I decided to make that a regular thing. And I thought even just a casual stream, at least I'd be, sticking to the schedule. Also, I like talking about fantasy football. Let's see, I've got 3 running back, 3 wide receivers, and 1 tight end. I think they call that balanced at this point. Hopkins Moore, DJ Moore, Tyler Lockett, Dallas Goedert, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne, and Myles Gaskin. It feels boringly balanced. I'm going to focus Darrell Henderson. I kind of... I like Cam Akers, and I'm out on his ADP, but that kind of pushes me towards Henderson, right? I mean, if there's a chance there, or I think there's a chance Akers doesn't hit, one of the ways that could be is Henderson. But it could also be unproductive. I don't know what to do on that one, actually. That requires some research. If you don't think the running back being drafted in the first 3 rounds is going to hit, is it worth targeting their backfield teammate? Depends on their ADP, I'd guess. Bum, 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 bum. Back on the clock. There's no special scoring for tight ends in this thing, right? We're just going to take Logan Thomas so we don't time out. Hey, speaking of Michael Carter, time to put him on the list. Let's see. Yeah, very scatterbrained draft. Running back, wide receiver, wide receiver, wide receiver, running back, tight end. Okay. Normally I end up with Evan Ingram. I took Logan Thomas mainly because, honestly, I've taken Ingram everywhere I can up to this point. And I noticed, honestly, in the Scott Fishbowl that Sean Siegel, another name I just mentioned, specifically had targeted him, or it looks like he targeted him early. I was like, okay. I can see that argument. Why can't I? Oh, there we go. That would have been a good draft to go 0 RB, actually. Twitter drama. What can you do? I don't think I'll ever understand McCall Hardman's ADP. Wentz has upside. I don't know who I want to buy in that pass catching core, but it's kind of a. I don't know. I've been thinking it's got a New England feel to it. Like you don't want any of the players, but you like the offense. Getting pushed towards 3 tight ends here. Oh, I'm on the clock. Let's see, who have I got? Got no one I prioritize here. Corey Davis. Fine, we're taking Corey Davis. There you go. Mainly just to have him on my team. But he is a little underrated. Where is it? I put at the top, like this is every wide receiver being drafted in June ADP, and I was just kind of looking, again, another way of looking for your edges is who's being vastly underrated, and I couldn't help notice Corey Davis a little bit. Where is he? Down here. In that he's got a higher yards per team pass attempt and a much higher yards per snap than anyone drafted outside the top 12. Like, you can't see most of that, but it's true. Just trust my words. My words are true. Like, this is his yards per team pass attempt, and this is his yards per snap, and this is where he's being drafted in terms of overall wide receivers, and no one gets, like, those numbers belong in top 24 at least. Yeah, you don't want to lean too much on last year, but it's interesting that ADP that does lean too much on last year is ignoring him. How many wide receivers did I say I had? 4 so far. All right. Hey, give me back my edge, jackasses. I'm going to take Darrell Henderson a little too early, probably, but I'm on the clock. Okay, if we're going to take any wide receivers, it should be soon, but I don't. Jalen Break, it's not Dynasty. Come on, Pete. Christian Kirk, Brian Edwards, no thanks. Jacoby Myers and best ball would be he's a value. Marcus Vandler Scantling, upside weeks are available there. Yeah, we might be trying tight end and then going back to running back here in a minute. I decidedly don't try to stack much, by the way. I mean, if it's available, I'm probably going to do it, but I'm not overly concerned with it. Just in case you're wondering. Like I've got Arizona, Carolina, Seahawks, New York Jets, Philadelphia, and Washington, all available for stacks. I do kind of like the Carson Wentz, Jonathan Taylor stack this year. Actually, it's been a weird one that in the few teams I've drafted, I know it's just been kind of sitting there, and I like it. I end up taking Taylor a lot, actually. If Barkley falls, I take Barkley, but and you don't get CMC outside of the first pick, so. There's not a lot of quarterbacks down late that are just too late. Kind of just got to pick the ones you want and overdraft them, to be honest. So far. Tevin Coleman's dead now, right? Pretty much. One other thing in Miami backfield, Gerson's popped, but yeah, I think most of the comes from watching, and I don't have that problem. They went back to him as soon as he got healthy. Most of the players on that team were already there, and they went back to him. And in terms of fantasy, he was great. And they did absolutely nothing to change that situation. I might be forgetting some late ads and picks there, but I mean, clearly they're not focusing it. I think they're happy with Gaskin. I would be. And I have been. I've been ending up with a lot of them. He's one of those dead zone running backs that I don't mind taking a swing on. One of maybe two. Again, that depends on which ADP you're looking at. Yeah, we're going quarterback here. I don't know. I was talking with... Yeah, we'll check. I'm taking Ryan. I haven't taken him much. And I was talking with Clutch Fantasy about Atlanta the other day. And I think we might be a bit low on Atlanta just because they lost Julio, but they really didn't have Julio much last year. So, and if I like Calvin Ridley in the first, which I do, Malcolm Brown, he's actually someone I was mentioning earlier on my podcast. Like of backup running backs, he's one of the few who has a history of co-opting like 25% of the rushing work. So he should be a target anyway. I haven't ended up with a lot of them since he ended up there because, well, I had plenty of them before. And also because I end up with more Gaskin, and I try not to handcuff my own guy. I know like Salvin Ahmed on that team is a popular favorite. Don't know much about him. He hasn't done much yet. But yeah, I have a lot of holdover Malcolm Brown shares, and I picked him up in Scott Fishbowl as well, even though I have Gaskin, just because I think, yeah, he can play a 1B role in a lot of places, especially in that backfield. If there's an upside, though, it's probably Gaskin. Where am I? Well, that's the way I'm playing it. I'm going to go ahead and take Tua. I'm going to double QB. I really do like going back-to-back picks, I've learned. I like just taking care of a position in one swoop. Like I did it with tight end. I just did it with quarterback. I don't know. I've heard mixed opinions, by the way. Do you like 3 QBs in best ball? I don't hate it. But your other guy's got to be pretty late, I guess. But I hate taking up that roster space that could be used for running backs and wide receivers. Maybe even a tight end. They're the difference makers, you know? I'm not taking commit this draft, apparently. You can, unstar that. Thank you. Hey, look, I put Malcolm Brown on my queue here. And Paris Campbell. I like the Emmanuel Sanders pick. That's an interesting one. I've never been a big fan of those pass catchers in Indianapolis. It's why I end up with a lot of Mo Alley Cox and Naheem Hines and Jonathan Taylor. I'll just go any other way than those second-round wide receivers who aren't firing. Like, I really like Jacoby Myers. I just don't know he has the ceiling weeks for best ball. I guess you need floor weeks everywhere or usable weeks. And have a hard time with him in this kind of format. Although I'm hoping it happens. A weird contradiction. Really depends on who you got. If I get a QB before or at or before Aaron Rodgers, 2 QBs, otherwise 3. So, like, if you don't have an elite quarterback, you tend to go for 3. All right. I can see that logic. Sissy Alexander Madison actually does something? Probably not. And the sun is one. I like deep wide receivers and best. That's what I was trying to figure out, but I haven't been able to dig into it. TJ Hernandez tweeting out roster construction. But like Zero B wins a lot, above average, more than most format drafts, strategy drafts. But like more wide receivers and running backs was a trend I saw in that data he posted. And I was like, is that because you're trying to capture that 7% of usable and ceiling weeks that happen outside the most relevant wide receivers? Like that, Marcus Vandalus Scantling, who I've got on my list right now, and McCall Hardman, that 1 week. Kind of that, trying to capture that variance. Maybe. I wonder if anyone remembers Marcus Callaway's name. Oh shit, I'm on the clock. Ha, got it. Giovanni Bernard. I think that would have been my auto pick as well, but just in case. Sorry, other drafters. I was making my queue pretty. My bad. See, Jared Cook's a decent ad here. You can wait on tight end so easily, man. Rashad Perryman. I mean, they're just some players. Again, where it's best ball, maybe I'm missing stuff. Like there is that 1 week that he's got a ceiling or a usable week, and maybe that's the reason. But don't know why we don't admit what we know at a certain point. Oh no more tight ends. Sterling Shepard's easy volume, a wide receiver. I was just talking to Roto Surgeon on his podcast literally today and trying to sum up, if I could, what I like or how I play in fantasy, the philosophy. And the way I came up with it, what I came up with was just touches, man. I want my guys to touch the ball more than your guys. Oh, achoo! That was an accident. Sorry. Someone's getting a free ride. Oh, that's why I was going to take Sterling Shepard, and he was taking literally the pick before me. Okay, I can live with that. How many picks we got left? Like 1, 2, 3, 4 more. All right. I took Tutu Atwell, if you're wondering what that noise was about. I mean, it's on brand. Give myself that. I would have taken Al Lazard instead of selling Shepard. I think it was the next volume player I got on here. And wide receiver, tight end. There's a whole bunch of upside at running back. Same with tight ends, although the line is more like got it, goes before, goes second, 2T after. Yeah, I see what I mean. Sorry. If you don't get your top tier tight ends, you're going to go 3. Yeah, I get it. Where I tend to draft quarterbacks and tight ends late, though, that would lock me into like 6 players. Oh, I have a week 14 bye week problem. For running back, anyway. Whoops. Jonnu Smith before Hunter Henry. I mean, no. Right now, I'm thinking maybe another wide receiver, then focusing straight running back, maybe throwing in another quarterback. I feel like I spent too much on tight end already, but there's some really good players down here at tight end. I mean, I drafted Hunter Henry right now, Cole Kmet right now. Hunter Henry just went. Cole Kmet definitely over Blake Jarwin, who that guy just took. Even Zach Ertz, Mo Alley Cox. Usable weeks everywhere at tight end. There's really no reason to fear it. And you're right, if you don't get your top guys, just draft 2-3 of those depth guys. Oh, I'm on the clock. I'm going Philip Lindsay, because I think I can get more wide receivers after that. There's very few running backs I got left on my list, actually. And yeah, well, a healthy 60 picks before ADP. Hey man, you just got to make sure you you got to make sure you corner the market on those 6'2" or what is he, 5'9", 40 pounds. Like, he's just the rarest player in the NFL. We should make sure we corner the market on those guys. I'm nearly up. See, I get tempted by all the running backs down here, but I guess I need another wide receiver after that debacle, so... No, I'm just going to take another running back. We're going to take Darrington Evans, a healthy some odd picks before ADP as well. We're just going to do the all-popular sleeper team at this point. There's this weird symmetry to wide receiver where the touches come really too cheap high up and then really too cheap down low. And in the middle, you're overpaying, almost. But at the same time, you don't want running backs around. I guess that explains my pattern on my feelings, why I went tight end and quarterback in the middle of the draft. £5'9", 165 pounds. Let's go. Most extreme outlying difference-making BMI in the game. Let's do it. I forget what his BMI is. It's around like, what, 22? Hey, man, you got to catch those extreme outliers. That's all I'm saying. Did Wentz go off the board? I was kind of interested in grabbing a quarterback if it was Wentz, but I think he went. I mean, there's Deshaun Watson in here if you want the ultimate upside. He's just fallen right to the bottom at this point. I'm up in 10 picks. 2 quarterbacks, 7 running backs, 5 wide receivers, 2 tight ends. And so now I'm just going through. It's a mix of volume players still. Like, I think Alan Lazard has really solid usable weeks if Aaron Rodgers plays. I think Travis Fulgham, if they funnel through tight end like they should, then he has a volume at wide receiver. And, you know, it's nuts to Jalen Reagor and Devontae Smith in that case, but that's kind of how this team's constructed. Then you've got some potential usable weeks in Marcus Callaway's, Kendrick Bourne's, Zach Pascal's, but I really kind of want to focus the occasional ceiling week, which is not typically the player I'm used to looking for. Preston Williams. When you miss out on Fuller and Parker, then you go Preston Williams, obviously. Blame Beemore for Evans ADP, yeah. Fair. Yeah, I heard he was mentioned on a podcast the other day. Like, he's been my highest rookie this entire offseason, and someone mentions him on a podcast, and for some reason I'm hearing his name everywhere. Like, I barely remembered who he was when I found that out. It was just because I was taking shots at the backfield around Derrick Henry. And no one's ever known who he is till right now. Oh, I'm on the clock. Ebron and Cohen went quick back-to-back. Yeah, we're just going to lean over to wide receiver. I'm going to take those usable weeks, hopefully, on Lazard. And again, that's not that he definitely won't have him. That's the type of player I think of him as. It's him, Patrick, Fulgham. They might have a handful of, top 24 ceiling weeks. Outside of that, I'm looking for one guy who can put up like a top 12 week randomly that no one ever captures. I think I got, 3 more picks? I mean, Jimmy Graham's right here if you just needed usable weeks tight end. That's fine. I like Cole Kmet, like I said earlier, but come on, Murph, 180, 1088. Make your pick. All right. It literally took KJ. Okay, I'm going to take Preston Williams, I guess. No, I was going to take Hamler just because I've heard a few players I really respect mention him. I barely any interest at all, but as a fast guy that could get a ceiling week, I was like, all right. Screw it, we're putting Josh Palmer on the list. Let's do the Tanho special. I love Rondo Moore because his college market share he demanded, but man, 5'7", I don't worry about the height so much. I mean, you know what I say about it. You're gonna be fine. Or if he isn't, it won't be because he's short. I mean, geez. When is Vacation Targets merch coming out? I really have to, actually, you joke crossover, but I really have to make some because I promised people in the MFL Eliminators that I'd get them shirts for winning the league because everyone knows it's not going to be me. And that means I have to deliver on that. So I've been asking Dynasty Outhouse to help me out figuring out how to open one of those store things so I can just order the shirts to give to whoever wins those eliminator leagues. But I mean, once I've made it, I guess it'll be there. So some point this season, I'll get it figured out. As soon as Dynasty has a free minute to help explain it to me. And maybe I find someone with an artist eye to help design them. I know you're joking and like no one's interested in vacated targets or undrafted free agent matters shirts, except for me. I think I'm going to be the biggest customer on that store. But yeah, I'm actually going to have to make those. Oh, did it finish? I thought I had another. Oh, it's 18, not. I was doing 22 in my head because of Scott Fishbowl. All right. Where's the second one? How did we finish? Matt Ryan, Tua Tagovailoa, Jonathan Taylor, Travis Etienne, Myles Gaskin, Darrell Henderson, Giovanni Bernard, Philip Lindsay, and Darrington Evans, apparently. I don't remember hitting that one. Oh, yeah, I did. Wide receiver is Hopkins, Moore, Lockett, Corey Davis, Tutu Atwell. Don't laugh. No, laugh. That was an accident. And also, it's just fun. Alan Lazard, Preston Williams, Dallas Goedert, and Logan Thomas. I mean, why not? The other team I actually drafted in this, apparently, I had 3 quarterbacks. Stafford, Wentz, and I took Roethlisberger just because I actually hit draft accidentally. But I ended up with Juju Smith-Schuster, and there was someone else. Yeah, Najee Harris, and I just thought, I mean, why not? He was literally a last-round pick. Just in case there's a couple ceiling weeks in there. I got Gaskin on both teams, so, and Travis Etienne and Jonathan Taylor on both teams. Okay, so I got some work to do for diversification, apparently, in this here competition. But I think I just want to do quick 12-team drafts, and you can't here. They're all slow. Speaking of which, yeah, I have a slow draft. My patron reminded me of this. If anyone wants to sign up for a 12-team slow draft on the puppy, I'm putting the link in the description. And I'm going to tweet it out again because it didn't fill up. I got to get that one filled because I have a Patreon sitting in there just waiting to draft, and I have done him dirty that way. But I want fast draft 12-team leagues that don't cost $5 because, you know, I might do a $5 draft a week, but I can do multiple $2 drafts, to be honest. And that's fun. I want to draft more. They're just too expensive for me. Anyway, small screen. That'll do. So, yeah, if you want to do a slow draft on Underdog, I'm in it. So at least one of my Patreons, and there's an 8-hour timer on those picks, if I remember right. And it hasn't started yet. It's got 8 spots. So, you know, share it with a friend if you don't want to do it, please, because we would like to get that one kicked off. Unfortunately, there are no fast drafts. Or at least no, that's what it was. I clicked on the wrong option for that particular draft, but I'd already had a few people sign up, so I'm trying to get it filled up. All right. Anyone got any questions? Anything they want to talk about? Other than that, I'm going to go shopping for my daughter's birthday tomorrow. So, and I did a whole live stream, so you know that counts. I'm staying on schedule. Discord, you got anything? I think I told the Discord earlier that I wasn't going to do this, so. I'm looking at Discord right now. Someone told me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know, Jay Bright. If you're here from the Discord, I don't know about top 5 mixing. All right, there's been too much. Again, I don't know why we're going except what we know about players sometimes. I get it, though. I'm in for the fire, man. Get you guy. Anyway, thanks, everyone, for checking it out. Well, thanks for Boots and Crossover. And for a second there, Kevin Crum coming in to ask questions. It's a lot more fun when I'm not by myself. Really appreciate it. Yeah, that's all I got. Again, Monday or Tuesday, I do a live stream. Sometimes I have a purpose. Sometimes I'm just going to draft a best ball team or talk about something interesting. Wednesdays and Thursdays, I produce a video on YouTube talking about the things I've been researching that week, things I learned this week. And I try to fit in a weekend video about something specific, a specific player take or something else. Also, there's a Crossroads that drops every weekends. And I'm starting to record that and put it on YouTube as well. So check any of those out. If you could, I'd appreciate it. Or, AMA on Twitter. It's mostly what I'm famous for. Really appreciate it. And I'll see you again tomorrow in that video and then all the other places I just said. Appreciate it, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.